The theme of today's video is fucking get on with it. It's a bit blunt, but it's true. And I was scrolling on social media the other day and I was inundated with hacks, quick fixes, easy things to make this process of getting leaner, getting healthier, becoming a new man in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, to make it easier. And I just thought, you know what? Sometimes, from the background I'm from, sometimes the best method is just to fucking get on with it. Just to get on with going to the gym, getting your kit on and fucking going. Eating the meals that you need to eat with no excuses and just fucking doing it. Getting your recovery in and sleeping and making no excuses. That is sometimes the best method to actually get results, especially if you're starting off and you're ready to, not necessarily starting off, but if you're willing to make a change and you're trying to find a way to make that change that suits your new lifestyle, that suits you as a man. Now you've probably got kids, you've got more responsibility, you've got a house, all sorts of dynamics have changed, and you're looking for that thing that's going to help you. People go nowadays to High Rocks. People go and try to run and do 5Ks. But in reality, ultimately, no matter what you do, you just have to fucking get on with it. Now, I work specifically with men who have been fitter before and they've become out of shape, they've gained body fat, and they want to get leaner again, but they want to do it in a way that they now enjoy and that they look forward to training. They look forward to eating well, and they learn in a fun way and they make it a lifestyle. That's my whole vibe. And then what happens is we end up going online and, we've all done it. We end up scrolling and trying to find a solution to the problem that's going to be quick, easy. And, in this day and age where we can access things really quickly, we've developed and brought that mindset into the health, fitness and development and mindset world. The issue with that, though, is you're not training the most important thing, and that's your mind. Because if you have the strength in yourself as a man to get up in the morning or after work and go to the gym when you really don't want to, and it's cold and it's dark outside, and you can do that, and you, more importantly, prove to your inner child that you can go and get your goals and you are the man that you wanted to be when you were a kid, and you can go and push yourself, and you are training yourself to do that every single time that you are doing those morning workouts, those evening workouts in the cold when you don't want to. And that is what we need to train. I will make, for example, the process as easy as possible for guys to do with the small barriers to entry, but ultimately I give them a toolbox and I train them in that toolbox to be able to take out tools that they need at the time. So, granted, some days there is days where we need a little hack to get our nutrition in, or a little gym hack if we've got no time. That's totally normal, and that's the stuff that I do preach with. But the main thing that I work with people on is making this and this as strong as possible, so that you are resilient, you are strong as a man. You go and get your sessions in, and you go and grab what the fuck you want. Because ultimately, when you're in that ground at the end of your life, there's all different debates of what happens in the afterlife. I believe in the afterlife, and I just think I want to be on my deathbed knowing that I did everything I could as a man for character development, for my health, for my family, and I don't want to be looking back at my life thinking, oh, if only I just pushed that, if only I'd just done this, if only I'd just done that, if only I, had gone to the gym a little bit more, if only I'd actually committed to something. That to me sounds like hell on earth. And I just feel like as men nowadays, we have that in us. Everybody has that inner compass, that kind of core animalistic, almost frustration in a way, that we want to be able to feel good as a man, look good, be a presence for our kids, be the man that you wanted to be as a kid. But this day in life that we live in, we're just becoming weaker and we're becoming lazier, and we're trying to find these easy ways to do things. But ultimately, the backbone of everything is just to fucking get on with it. And like I said, that's what I really am passionate about when it comes to, because I know every man that I work with has that in them. It's about unlocking that, and we do that in a very specific way with the real life recomp method. Where we actually take it step by step to learn that in a way that's easy to digest. But my point is, it's about knowing what to do when you need to do it. So, like I said, some days you just need to fucking get on with it. Other days you need to be a bit more gentle with yourself. And that's what I teach, is about being able to find that balance between the two and knowing what to do. I did a really fucking good session just before this. I threw some weight around. I beat a PR on my T-bar row. I literally threw weight around. Absolutely loved it. And I didn't want to do it today. I did not want to do it. I could have easily sat indoors today and played and watched Game of Thrones and ate takeaway. I could have easily done that today. Some days that's okay to do, but most of the time that's not okay to do. And you need to fucking get after it. And let me tell you this. I pushed myself. I was kind to myself at the same time, but most importantly, I got the job done, and I feel $1 million right now because of it. So it's really, really, really crucial to look inside yourself and go, do you know what? Let's just fucking get this done. It could be just going for a walk, or like I said, there's loads of examples that we could talk about here, but look inside yourself, really be honest with yourself, be the man you want to be for you, more importantly, but for your family and your friends as well, and just fucking get after it. I will make this process as simple as possible for you to follow, but you need to have that core belief that you can fucking do it. Now, if you want to have a chat about how you can find that within yourself, or you want some examples of what you can do during the week for this to help you to find that inner man and to really push yourself, DM me on Instagram. The link is in the description below. But also, if you want to be part of a culture of other men, to be around a positive environment, I have a free community. If you've seen it before, great. That I have a ton of content, from cheat sheets to guides for men in their 30s, 40s and 50s, based on every single problem that they have come to me with over the last 10 and 11 years, based on fat loss, based on mindset, based on confidence, you name it. We have accessory links in there to make your life easier. It's totally free. The link is down below. And if you have any questions, let me know. But ultimately, look at yourself and let's fucking get after it. And let's change this perception of life.